This was a 13-year-old girl who had just lost her mother.
A Port Saint Lucie couple allegedly preying on a vulnerable teenage girl, sexually and physically abusing her for 5 years. This, according to Port Saint Lucie police, is what happened to a young victim now coming forward years later. News Channel 5's Katie Johnson following the developing story live from Port Saint Lucie with details on why the young woman came forward. Katie?
Well, this 7-page report lists everything that happened to this young woman over the course of 5 years. It all started, she says, when she was just 13 years old. Now she's coming forward just several years after the alleged abuse happened, after hearing stories from other victims with similar stories like that of her own. Police say Rob and Marie Johnson are behind the alleged abuse. The two are distant relatives of the victim and took her in when her mother died.
You have a 13-year-old girl who's looking for love and affection from someone who has no one in her life.
Just days after arriving at their home back in 2008, detectives say the couple made an alarming request.
She was to begin a sexual relationship with both of them, and the threat was that if she did not, she would be turned back over to state custody.
So the victim says she complied. Detectives say she was forced to have sex with the couple at least 500 times over the course of 5 years.
It's hard for any victim to come forward, victims of sexual crimes.
But she did. The young woman coming forward to police after she says she battled depression and anxiety for several years.
She ended up hearing about the stories of other women who came forward, hearing also stories of women who did not come forward to tell about their abuse.
Police tell us this woman is very brave for coming forward with this information. They say that she is now getting help from victim advocates right here in Port Saint Lucie. As for the Johnson couple, they currently face 2 felony sexual abuse charges, and they could face even more. Live in Port St. Lucie, Katie Johnson, WPTV News Channel 5.